Hey guys, what's up? IrishEmerald here, coach of your Wexford Wailords, and welcome to our week 1 team builder for the Major Pokémon League, the MPL, and I cannot wait to actually get started with this team. If you guys have not checked out the draft recap, there'll be the thing on the top corner of the video that I'll give you the link to it. There'll be a link in the description down below. Why are you doing it here if you haven't checked out the draft recap? I do not know, but anyways, go check that out, get a full rundown of the team, how the draft went, my thoughts on it, or whatever. But I cannot wait to get my hands stuck into this team, have a bit of fun with it, see what we can do with it this season in the MPL, and I cannot wait to get started. Of course though, it's never easy for us, but our week 1 matchup is against Reckless Bat, coach of the Texas Tyrantrums, and he is actually the current reigning defending MPL champion. And these things happen, of course, but despite the fact that we're up against the current reigning defending champion, a link to his channel will be in the description down below, guys. Definitely go check him out. I am very, very, very happy with the matchup. I think our matchup really does suit us down to the ground here, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how we can get on and if we can actually pick up the W week 1 in the MPL. His team, as you can see above me now, consists of Mega Gallade, Clefable, Weavile, Zapdos, Lucario, which is his Z captain, Toxapex, Meloetta, Gastrodon, and Roselia. If you guys don't recall, in the draft recap, for those who didn't see the draft recap, I'll go through it again quickly. We have Z captains, and we had Z points, and Reckless decided that he was going to just pick like Lucario as his one and only Zmon user. Of course, our Zmon users are Greninja and Regigigas. Spoilers if you didn't see the draft recap, we have Regigigas. Yeah, don't judge, it's great. But anyways, moving on, I do actually quite like the matchup here. He's got a couple of very scary threats. Mega Gallade is terrifying. Clefable can be an absolute nuisance as well. He's got Zapdos that can, do a bit of shenanigans. Weavile is very scary, got great speed here. But like once you kind of go past Lucario, I feel like kind of falls under a little bit for him. I think the draft just didn't quite go well for him, but knowing Reckless, he'll be able to pull it out with a bag and he'll come up with some shenanigans, or he'll make some free FA trades very quickly to fix what is not quite working for him. So definitely going to be a massive threat going this week, but I think we can actually beat him this week. I just have a good feeling about it. Really good feeling about it. But now, for me, Mega Gallade is the biggest threat on his team. Weavile can actually do an awful lot of work against me as well, as it currently stands with my roster. So those are the 2 big threats. And after that, he's got bits and pieces that could be creative and can be a bit of a nuisance, like Lucario, whatever. But I feel like we should be able to get around and beat all of that. Let me get into the team really quickly. Well, not really quick. I'm going to give you the details, but alas, we won't be staying around here. I'll stop, muttering on in place and get into it. We have Victory R Victini leading the line, leading the charge for us this week. V-Craze, Zen Headbutt U-Turn Cliche is the moveset. 252 in HP, 244 in attack with 12 in speed. I have the 12 in speed to just outspeed a fully Fizzdeath Zapdos in case he's got no speed investment. That's what that is there for. I have the rest in HP with the Cobra Berry, because this allows me to live a +2 knockoff from Mega Gallade. So in my mind, he's going to bring Mega Gallade at some point. It could be Bulk Up or it could be Sora Stance. But regardless of either one he is, we can come in with Victini as soon as we see Mega Gallade. And the Cobra Berry bit will allow us to live a knockoff, which is the only move that Mega Gallade has that really threatens me. Shadow Sneak could be a thing, and he might well have it, but he does kind of run into 4-move Sloth Syndrome with Mega Gallade, because he needs the psychic coverage for Amoonguss, he needs the fighting coverage for Mega Aggron, he needs setup to be able to break through me, and then after that he needs, if he's going to run knockoff, that's great, but he won't have coverage elsewhere to be able to do work, because he needs a Poison Jab for Sylveon then, and all of a sudden he hasn't got move to deal with Sylveon, and Sylveon can come in and bop it. You kind of get the idea here that he wouldn't run into 4-move Sloth Syndrome against my team with Mega Gallade. So we have the Cobra Berry to just isolate the one weakness that Victini could be exploited against Victini, and we should be fine. We have the rest in attack then, so that we can guarantee to Oko Mega Gallade if it's not Bulk Up. Now, if we come in on a Bulk Up, bit of an issue, but we will be able to do 60% minimum roughly to it, and we can kind of deal with it from there. I have other answers. So Victini is solely able to deal with Mega Gallade, and if we can get rid of Mega Gallade, we could do other things with it as well. We can also deal with Lucario very well, which is very, very nice. I mean, we can just, play around stuff like that as well. So it's, it's great. Can't complain. V-Cray is our main move. I think everyone knows why, because it's an insane move to have. Zen Headbutt after that to deal with Toxapex. Very, very nice to have. And Roselia, so it's very, very nice to have. U-turn for a bit of momentum. And I didn't really need a fourth move, if I'm being honest, guys. For some reason, hold on, you guys can't actually see my mouse here, but bear with me. I thought I may or may not have had that done. It says capture cursor. Yeah, of course the window goes now. Live editing right here, ladies and gentlemen. Live editing. There we go. Let's get this back up and running. I was having a great video before all this shenanigans happened. Oh, brilliant. Live. But anyways, as I was saying, I was running the 4-move Sloth Syndrome here. Or not 4-move Sloth Syndrome. I didn't have a really good 4-move I really wanted on Victini here. There was nothing on his team that I could really have said I needed coverage for. Like, Glade gets bopped by V-Crate, Clefable, V-Crate, Weavile, V-Crate, Zapdos, V-Crate, Lucario, V-Crate, Toxapex, Zen Headbutt, Meloetta, U-turn, V-Crate, Gastrodon. I could maybe have run Energy Ball on Gastrodon, but I didn't think it was like that big of a deal for me needing to have that on Victini. And then I have Roselia, V-Crate. So literally not much there like that really kind of I feel like that needs like answering to. Because I went back to Victini after I created the rest of the team. I figured out that actually, if I had Glaciate and I got a little bit of speed control, it would open up the door for some of the other ones that I'm going to show you guys later down the line to be able to set up and cause havoc on Reckless's team. So that's the reason why I went Glaciate over, say, Energy Ball for Gastrodon, because Glaciate would just create that space for me to actually do a bit of work, which is fantastic. That means I can, it might enable one of my mons to be able to come in and do a bit of work, because I could get U-turn off, after I get Glaciate off and see what happens from there. Glaciate also is like a nice special move I can hit on a Zapdos, because Zapdos might be having static. That could be a bit of a nuisance as well. So it was kind of like a middle ground kind of selection there, but the first 3 moves are kind of essentially all I really need here to kind of do the work. Anyways, moving on, we have Nagato Ninja, and I love this set. I think it's good. It's going to be really good fun. Extra sensory, work up, water shuriken, hydro pump with the Psychic EMZ. We have 200 in speed. That allows us to outspeed Weavile when we're Ash Gren. So that's the idea behind that. No need to actually try and outspeed anything else outside of that. So I was very happy to do it, and we outspeed like the likes of Mega Glade and all that as well. So it was just Weavile, making sure we outsped Weavile when we're Ash Gren, and making sure we were able to outspeed everything else when we weren't Ash Greninja. So that was really, really handy. Then what's called, the rest is going special attack, and then a little bit into bulk as we do. Actually, speaking of bulk, I would want to take the 4 out of Split F here and put the rest into here. No, hold on. There we go. Because I would like the odd number so that we can come in our rocks a little bit easier. But what's called, this is a set for Greninja. Water Shuriken is there just to stop priority. Because his team does have access to an awful lot of good priority that can excuse me, that can actually, like, slow down Greninja very easily, like Vacuum Wave on Mega Glade, Vacuum Wave on Lucario, not Extreme Speed. Extreme Speed does beat us, but you get the idea. He has a good bit of priority that is quite scary. So Water Shuriken is there for us to be able to kind of pick off mons that actually have priority, because Lucario, I feel like we can definitely wear down. Glade, I'm actually showing you one set that can wear it down. And if we can bring Greninja and just get off a Water Shuriken, pick up a kill, get our Ash Greninja up and running at ASAP, that'd be absolutely fantastic. So that's the reason why I have Water Shuriken to counteract that gosh diggity darn priority. After that, then we have Extra Sensory. This is for Toxapex. Toxapex can literally just sit in front of Greninja and laugh at it if I do not have the Extra Sensory. So therefore, we bought Extra Sensory and I bought the Psychoneum and Work Up. So my kind of line of thought is that once we've kind of gotten rid of the Lucario and the Mega Glade, we're essentially at free. We're at that point we could kind of go off and cause havoc really with our team with Work Up Greninja. We can set up in front of Toxapex. Toxapex could go toxic, but that remains to be seen on another different day. But he could go toxic, but we can get Work Ups up. We can bop and we can go up to +2. Click the Z move. And actually, the Z Extra Sense would bop the Toxapex, or at least, would bop the Toxapex Oko. An absolute record for you, especially defensive Gastrodon. And then all of a sudden, like, the two main like, you know, counters to my like a special Greninja are gone out of the way, and I can just click Hydro Pump from there on out. So it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. So that's the idea behind Greninja. We actually do get the space to be able to set up a workup on the likes of Gastrodon and Toxapex because they are very, very passive, and we can just have a bit of fun with it after that. Clefable actually as well. We get a little bit of chip on Clefable isn't coming in on a Hydro Pump once we set up. So like, you know, he doesn't have too many answers once we get Greninja set up. So this should be kind of a little bit of fun. Kind of when I was trying this out, it looked really, really good, and I'm not complaining. So this is the set, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. After that, we got Thorn, our Raikou, and this is again one of those other little sets I'm loving this little set here as well. Rocking out 252 HP, 220 speed, 36 in special attack, timid nature, no speed to outspeed, Mega Gallade. Then the rest is put in the bulk, and we have 36 in special attack. Why do we have the rest in bulk? It's because we can set up a sub in front of Toxapex, and Toxapex cannot break the sub. That's simply it. Unless it's like a Specs or Life Orb or something like that, which is something ridiculous. It cannot break our sub, so that means I can get a free sub off, go for a Calm Mind. All of a sudden we're a +1 Raikou behind the sub. Happy days, you know. At that point, really, it's kind of happy days. Brilliant. So that makes it really, really easy for us to be able to do an awful lot of work against his team. Thunderbolt, just our pure stab. It hits absolutely everything by Gastrodon and Roselia. Absolutely everything. Can't complain. And then I have the Hidden Power Grass to be able to nuke the Gastrodon. You might have a Rindo Berry set for on Gastrodon to be able to live a Hidden Power Grass move. If it does, fine. But, like, you know, the amount of pressure we put on this team when we're behind the sub with a Raikou is immense. So, loving this set. I think it's going to do an awful lot of work. And this is kind of going to be my first setup mon when we're up against Toxapex. When we see Toxapex come in and I can bring in Raikou, I'm immediately going for the sub, immediately going for the Calm Mind, immediately going for the Thunderbolt. And we're going to see where it takes us after that. That is the plan. So I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. I think this Raikou is going to do an awful lot of work. And if this Raikou can get rid of Gastrodon or Toxapex, then Greninja is not forced to have to do the setup as early or on those two mons. Like, we could bring Greninja after we do more work with the rest of the team and just have that pick things off with Water Shuriken and the like. So really, really handy. Really, really glad we have these two setup mons ready to rock and roll for us. After that, we have Amoonguss. We have Mushroom Amoonguss. We're rocking out the Payapa Berry with Spore, Sludge Bomb, Foul Play, and Stomp and Tantrum. 252 HP, 152 defense, 104 speed F, sassy nature, because I wanted to make sure that we were able to hit both on the physical and special side with our various moves. We're bringing the Spore set this week because he's got Roselia as his only grass type, his only answer to the Spore, and unless he brings the safety goggles, of course. But he's only got one answer to Spore. Why not bring our Spore mon and just Spore something and put pressure on for the rest of the game, because that mon is just it's a nuisance then. So delighted that we have this thing. It's going to work out very, very well for us. If we could Spore something, that would also give the space for Greninja or Raikou to set up. Loving that. So can't complain. We then have Sludge Bomb as just our pure, like, you know, offensive, like, stab move, which is going to work really, really well. We have Foul Play then to be able to hit the likes of Gallade. So we're able to hit Gallade roughly for 50% with Foul Play. Lovely. And then we have Stomp Attention to be able to hit the Lucario. And you can probably tell with the Payapa Berry, which actually takes half damage from psychic type attacks, that this set is kind of here to deal with Lucario and Mega Gallade. So those were like two mons I said that are a big issue for us, and this mon is here to be able to deal with both of those. So I feel like if Lucario comes, it's going to be like a Z Psychic set. So that's the reason why I'm bringing the Payapa Berry with a bit of Spadef investment and a bit of physical investment as well, so we can deal with both Mega Gallade and the Lucario, which would be very nice. The idea is if we're up against the Gallade and Gallade goes for the Zen Headbutt and we eat and we Spore, then all of a sudden we can just Foul Play it. We hit Foul Play twice, Mega Gallade is dead. Brilliant. Awesome. That has worked out perfectly for us. And if we can Spore the Lucario, then we can just go for Stomp Attention with Lucario. Go from there. Brilliant. Love it. It all works out perfectly. As well, the great thing about Amoonguss is that Toxapex can't do a gosh darn thing to it. Because it doesn't get soaked, so it can't turn Amoonguss into a water type and then toxic it. So basically we can just wall Toxapex because we've Regenerator. I can just, you know, do a good bit of fun stuff with that. I can just come in and out and just pivot around Toxapex all day, and we can do the same with Gastrodon as well. So it works out brilliantly that we're able to come in on those mons and have a bit of fun. Like if we see Toxapex, we can come in on Amoonguss. If we haven't spored anything yet, click the spore. We'll go on from there. So love the fact that this thing is such a good pivot for our team, and we can go for and we're able to play around with it. After we got Colossus, Mega Aggron, and I'm actually kind of liking this set. Originally, I was going with a very more standard set with a bit more Spadef investment, but I then put more speed to outspeed Clefable. So the speed here is to outspeed Clefable, and the rest is in Spadef because our physical defense is monstrous when we Mega Evolve. It's monstrous still, but it's monstrous again when we Mega Evolve. And with the filter and the Spadef investment, Clefable cannot touch me, really. It could do maybe 40% with Fire Blast, at most 45, but I'm reckoning with Heavy Slam if that's the case, and we outspeed it. So, and I'm talking about a fully physically defensive Clefable. If it's an offensive Clefable, well, actually, yeah, it's probably going to be 252 HP, 252 special attack Clefable. So we have enough speed to outspeed Clefable and outspeed it by a couple of points, which is nice. So if he does speed creep and put 4 speed in Clefable, we'll be able to speed it, click Heavy Slam, bop it, move on from there, which is fantastic. The other great thing is Aggron is kind of going to be our dedicated lead because I want to get the Mega Evolution off because this is my mon to deal with Weavile. Weavile absolutely does work against my team. Aggron is the mon that's going to be able to deal with it. So having Aggron be able to come in and eat low kicks, which only do like 25, oh no sorry, but 40% is insane. So we were actually able to eat 2 of those. So if he leads with Weavile, we leave with Aggron, I can Mega Evolve, go for rocks, and then go for Heavy Slam. It's crazy. It's madness to me, the fact that we're able to do that. So Aggron is going to be here to do it. He's going to be our dedicated rocker. He's going to be able to roar, Heavy Slam, Earthquake. Love it. I am absolutely delighted with it. That is the this Aggron is going to be our go-to standard lead, and he's going to be our go-to mon to be able to deal with Weavile and Clefable. Loving it. And then last but not least, we have our Sylveon. Sylveon has made a return this season, as you guys know. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a standard. It's very standard set here. I just needed something that could kind of deal with Zapdos a little bit, and this standard Sylveon could deal with Zapdos. I had no answer to it, or I had no dedicated switch into Zapdos because enough offensive Zapdos with Heat Wave would body my Amoonguss, and I didn't want to bring in Victini on the Zapdos either because Thunderbolt does a lot. But Sylveon deals with this for days. So quite happy with that. Let me just make sure that speed tiers are okay again. Yes, they are okay. I was just getting paranoid. But yeah, very happy with the Sylveon set. Very basic, very standard. It's just going to be clerical with the Wish and the Heal Bell because, you know, Toxapex might get Toxic Spikes up or start Toxic in 1 or 2 things or get a Skull Burn. Sylveon will be able to get rid of that, which is brilliant. Hyper Voice is going just bops things. Just bops the Weavile, bops the Mega Gallade. Brilliant. And our physically defense investment will allow us to be able to eat Poison Jab from a Mega Gallade or from a Weavile. So we'll be able to actually eat those hits. Hyper Voice, big damage, brilliant. Can't complain. And the last place we have Baton Pass because we will be slower than like Zapdos, so I'd be able to Baton Pass, get momentum on a slow switch, which is brilliant. So we can wrest the momentum back from Reckless whenever he tries to put us under pressure. I mean, we just go from there. You know, we as you can see, we have a plethora of options for various different teams on his team. We can just get the momentum back, and we just pick up where we left off when we lost the momentum. So that is the team, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm actually very, very happy with how the team has turned out. Very, very happy. I think it's going to work out a treat this week. So I am going to wrap it up here today. If you guys have not checked out the draft recap, definitely do so. Loads of cool stuff. We've got loads of cool stuff this season. Can't wait to play with them. And definitely check out Reckless Bat's channel. His link is going to be in the description down below. And yeah, make sure to smash the like button if you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts on the team and all that kind of good stuff in the comment section down below, as well as your thoughts on the video, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent. And of course, if you want to see more Wexford Wailords MPL action coming away on this channel or more content in general, please smash that subscribe button down below for me and click that bell icon. And on that note, I'm going to get on out of here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.